Yo, 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 what's happening? This is Shia Yashub, and this is Mo Talk. If you haven't done it yet, go ahead and subscribe. Help a brother get to 500 subs before the month is over with. We're going to talk about Caitlin Clark and a little bit about Asia Wilson as well. Just a few days after she went number one overall, Nike blessed her with a 8-figure deal, and not just only a 8-figure endorsement deal, they also blessed her with a signature shoe. Again, I'm going to ask, what has she done that is so special that she deserves so much so fast? This is the question that I'm asking. So many great names have come before Caitlin Clark that is going to go on deaf ears, because people are not going to remember them because they were not put in the same type of light that Caitlin Clark is being put in at this particular time. You have had opportunities, I've said this before, to put the spotlight on young women who has been great at this game for many years, but you have chosen not to all of a sudden get all in behind Caitlin Clark. What is it that she has done that is so special? What is it that she has done that gives her the green light to be able to receive so much praise and so much admiration? How is she being deemed the face of women's basketball? You had players that came before her like Maya Moore, players that came before her like Asia Wilson, who was the 2020 and 2022 WNBA MVP. At this particular time, Asia Wilson should be celebrated. She should be talked about. Asia Wilson should be in commercials. Asia Wilson should have a signature shoe. And for me not to think or to believe that this is not being racially motivated, when you have overlooked an Angel Reese and went straight to Caitlin Clark and given a signature shoe. If you don't think that Angel Reese can't sell a shoe, you crazy. You create a shoe and put Angel Reese's name on it, little girls all over the country is going to wear that shoe. They're going to want to wear that shoe. Why is it that little girls are not familiar with the name Asia Wilson? Why is Asia Wilson name not a household name? Why is that? Because you have chosen not to get behind her. In a span of 2 years, Caitlin Clark has become the most famous white person in all of the world. Y'all have made her a whole rock star. And I'm not understanding how, and I'm not understanding why. What has she done? She haven't won the national championship. 2 years straight, she lost. She lost in the Final Four last year, and she lost in the championship game this year. Why is it that we cannot be talking about Camila Cardozo and Angel Reese playing on the same team? Went from foes to teammates. That's a much better storyline than Caitlin Clark. What we are witnessing is white America getting behind their great hope and making sure she getting her money. That's what we're witnessing. We have been knowing for years. For years, we have known that the salary in the WNBA is garbage. But we haven't talked so much about it until Caitlin Clark decided that she was going to come out. And now that she done came out, and now all of a sudden it is a problem with how much money that they are making in the WNBA. Well, guess who got the money to be able to give these girls? Nike got the money. Puma got the money. Under Armour has the money. But for some reason, they have chosen to look over these girls and not give them anything and let them continue to suffer with the low wages that they are making. And for the people who don't understand economics, the WNBA at this particular time cannot pay these girls the same that the NBA is paying the men. Stop the comparison of the first year rookie in the NBA and the first year rookie in the WNBA. We got one league who is selling out arenas in every state that they're in. We got one league who players are literally rock stars everywhere that they go in earth. While we got another league who is not selling out nowhere and have a whole league of players that nobody knows about. So there is no possible way that they can make the same amount of money that their counterparts is making in the NBA. There's no way that it can happen. But if you start putting cameras in their faces, you start putting them in commercials, you start talking about them, then people will probably start taking notice of them. You will be able to start selling out arenas. You will be able to start giving them the money that you say that they deserve. You got articles being written like Ace stars Asia Wilson accused of being jealous of Caitlin Clark after X post. What do Asia Wilson have to be jealous of? She don't have a right to be upset that she's being overlooked and she done put in a body of work that she has been putting in all of this time. She's a decorated WNBA player. She has no reason to be upset. Before I get out of here, I want to read a comment in an article that was written in Rolling Out. The name of the article is Asia Wilson and Black Women Once Again Disrespected in Favor of Caitlin Clark. Asia Wilson did tweet out when she heard of the lucrative deal that Caitlin Clark had received. Can the best player on the planet get a shoe? And I agree with that. Why is it that she have to go to Twitter to argue her case? When somebody who just came out of school, who has not even laced up a pair of shoes in the WNBA, already have a signature shoe. I think it's crazy that in a league where it is 70% black, that there's only 3 players in the entire league that have signature shoes. Caitlin Clark being one of them, who haven't played a minute yet in the WNBA. Then you have Sabrina Ionescu. I guess that's how you pronounce her name. I would probably know how to pronounce it if they talked about her more. And Brianna Stewart. And all 3 of them happen to be white. That's like finding a needle in a haystack. 70% black, not one black player that you can find that is marketable. Not one black player that you could find that you could put a signature shoe on. I'm sure that there are several black women that you could find in the WNBA that is deserving of a signature shoe, but the problem is that's not who you want to market. But this one particular comment is by a guy by the name of Jack. This is what Jack said. All right. Jack says, you people need to be thankful for what you got. And get not everything is going to be handed to you. And I'm reading this the way Jack wrote it, by the way, just to let you know. And get not everything is going to be handed to you just because you're black. Nike can do what the hell they want to do. Look at all the blacks that do have endorsements from Nike, but no, you ain't going to be happy about that. My God, a white person finally got one. Let's all cry and look like idiots. Blacks are made millionaires every year in sports, but no, that's nothing to talk about. Let's just cry and bitch. Maybe we will get our asses wiped just the hell up and be thankful for what you got, or get and stop all this is because they're black. maybe learn how to act and not cry, you idiots might be looked at differently. And you say that this is not racially motivated? You people is how he started the whole comment. And you people is how he ended the comment. And everything in between was we finally, as white people, got ourselves a win. We finally got ourselves a win. I don't believe that Caitlin Clark is deserving of the deal. I'm not hating that she got it. Nike gave it to her. You're supposed to take that money. One more thing I want to add before I get out of here. I truly believe that she was counseled not to take the Big Three deal. The NBA has a problem with Ice Cube and the Big Three League because they view them as a threat. And I'm more than sure that Nike and everybody else that talked to Caitlin Clark told her that if you take this deal, we're not going to be able to stand behind you. This is the reason why she turned down the $5 million to take the $78,000 that she was getting from the WNBA. But the WNBA is not going to be paying her bills, as we see. And it is a shame that there's so many women that is in the WNBA that has to settle with that low income because corporations will not get behind them and endorse them and give them the money that they deserve. The WNBA needs to do a better job of marketing. They need to do a better job of making those girls visible so that they can make the money that they deserve. And yes, to answer the question, Black WNBA talent is being overlooked. This is Shia Yeshu.